86 billion. That's the number of cells in your brain. An insane number, isn't it? Did you know that these cells need some kind of maintenance? Similar to a car. It should be cared for and maintained in order to avert dangers caused by wear and tear in the best possible way. It's the same with our brain. If you watch the video until the end, you will know how to avert external negative influences on your brain by yourself. You will be able to think about things differently and recognize and stop bad habits. And you should. Because the consequences can be devastating. Nerve pathways are destroyed, your creativity leaves much to be desired, and above all, your intelligence suffers. You become downright stupid. This can have both professional and private consequences. Worse to know, jobs or also with a partner choice. Both can be really difficult. And you don't want that, do you? According to a German statistic platform, about a third of women and men do not want to enter into a relationship with people who have a different level of education. You see where this is going. So let's go. Experts say that our modern lifestyle can cause our brains to become damaged. But what exactly is so bad about it, and what can you do to avoid being one of them? Point number 1. Exercise. We sit an enormous amount these days. It starts in the morning at the breakfast table, then in the car on the way to work. In the office, during lunch break, and then again in the car on the way home. Exceptions confirm the rule. Yet it is so important to move, because cancer, cardiovascular disease, obesity, dementia and depression can be the result. The first two diseases are even the main causes of death in the US. So it is enormously important, especially now that the home office is becoming more and more widespread, to get moving. Researchers have found that a cramped posture, coupled with stress, leads to hectic and shallow breathing. This, in turn, leads to less oxygen in our bodies and, at the same time, cloudy thinking, fatigue and poor concentration. However, when we exercise, the body releases endorphins. These are hormones that make you feel better right away. Your heart becomes healthier and your brain works more effectively. Do you have to go to the gym for that? Of course not. You could start by going for a walk. 20 to 30 minutes a day would be enough. Health experts recommend about 10,000 steps a day. Download an app and set a goal to walk those 10,000 steps every day. That's about 20 to 30 minutes of walking a day. You don't have to go straight to the gym to get enough exercise. Just start walking for 20 to 30 minutes a day. What do you say? You don't have that time? Then you're probably too stressed and should do it more than ever. You could take some of your work with you. So for example, your cell phone. Make phone calls, write short messages or speak better. But also audiobooks are ideal to listen to on the way. You're telling me you can't get out and walk for 20 minutes a day? I've heard of a genius trick I want to show you. Put a desk above your treadmill at home. That way you can work while moving slowly. The main thing is to get moving. If you are still there, please like the video and subscribe to the channel to push the algorithm. This will help us tremendously to make more informal videos. Point number 2. Watch out for sensory overload. Life has become so fast-paced. Everything is coming at you. Emails, WhatsApp messages, voice messages, phone calls, radio, social media videos, loud noises everywhere. Today, we are accessible everywhere through our smartphones. Visual and audio information can be accessed at any time, and we are constantly feeding ourselves with it. So it's not surprising that at some point our brain gets overwhelmed and slows down. It becomes more inefficient because you're less able to concentrate. Even if your smartphone is on your desktop and the screen is locked, it decreases your attention. Because subconsciously you're always paying attention to a possible message. So the solution is to detach yourself from this sensory overload. And how you can do that step by step, I'll show you in the following 5 points. First, turn off notifications. Every sound and vibration gives you and your subconscious the signal to immediately look at the display. Humans are curious by nature. Therefore, it's best to turn off your phone completely. At least the notifications. Secondly, use apps that limit screen time. These give you the necessary pressure and reminder not to stare at your smartphone too often and for too long. Thirdly, read longer articles rather than short tweets or posts. Because that extends your attention span. So your brain stays in training and the number of synapses can be built up. Fourth, set aside quiet times. Whether it's simply quiet time or even meditation. For your mind and body, this can do wonders. Fifth, Avoid things and people that don't help you. You can use your precious time much more sensibly. Be with people who are smarter and more successful than you. This way you can only increase your knowledge and intellect. Point number 3 is about junk food. No, not for your stomach, for your brain. Because similar to how junk food can harm your entire body in the long run, visual junk food can cause damage to your brain. We're talking about shows like talk shows, reality shows, or matchmaking shows. This is what some experts claim. Through such formats, you can become rude, indecent, and crude. After all, over time, we humans copy what we see. The average of 5 rule says that you are the average of the 5 people who regularly surround you. This includes those TV shows. Now you know what can directly influence you on a daily basis. So consciously decide with what and with whom you spend your time. You know what else will get you ahead? The videos in the playlist, which will be shown here in a moment. Why don't you watch them if you haven't already and immediately apply the techniques that might be useful for you? And to benefit even more, give each of the videos a like and subscribe to this channel as well. This way we can regularly make new videos with new tricks and tips for you. Have fun implementing and see you next time at MindSort.